Cocktober! I can't believe it, brother. Oh yeah, brother! I can't believe it's
Hey, what's up,
Cocktober.
everybody? Jason here again. Got another Cocktober review for you. This is going to be the film License to Drive from 1988. This was recommended by Ryan, 1988. Came out the same year he was born. That may be why he likes this movie so much. But yeah, this is, of course, a movie that stars the two Corys. Corey Feldman, Corey Haim. And it is directed by Greg Beeman. I'm not really very familiar with him. But this is one of the films that I think this is the first film Heather Graham was ever in. So she's in the movie, which is kind of cool to see her. It looks really young and really different than a lot of the stuff I remember her in. But I haven't seen a whole lot of stuff she's been in, like Boogie Nights. That's one of the big ones that I remember her from. But yeah, I was never a huge fan of the two Corys. When they teamed up, I didn't really ever see the attraction really to either one of them. Aside from the Lost Boys, I haven't really, cared about much of the stuff they'd done together. But I watched this one last night, and I got to say it's a little better than I remember. I don't remember liking this film very much. It just seemed very very commonplace, very typical, very run-of-the-mill. But I watched it again last night, and it seemed like a really well-made movie. It's probably been a good 20 years since I've seen it, so it was nice to revisit it. But one of the cool things I noticed in the film was his driving driver's license test. The guy who gives him the test for his driving test is James Avery, I believe, from Fresh Prince. And the funny thing is, like when they're driving around town, I think they actually play a song by Fresh Prince, by Will Smith and Jazzy Jeff. And this was, I think, 2 years before Fresh Prince ever came out, so that's kind of a cool coincidence. And James Avery, at first I didn't recognize him. I knew his voice, and I said, "Where do I know that guy from?" And I immediately knew when I looked him up and saw his name. But yeah, has a great little cameo. There's a few other cool cameo roles in here. Carol Kane plays his mom, and also Richard Masur plays his dad. Corey Haim's dad in the film, and he's from, you guys probably know him from The Thing. He was also in It. He was in Risky Business. And he was in My Girl. He played the father in My Girl. So, been in tons of shit. But yeah, back to the movie I'm actually reviewing. License to Drive. Corey Haim, him and his, he has a twin sister. He's kind of like the goofy guy who doesn't really care about school or whatever. And his sister is like a really smart, brainiac, whatever. I don't know. They really play out those roles in the movie. But so they go to take their test, and he fails his driving test, doesn't get his driver's license, and she gets hers. So he gets really pissed off. But there's this really popular girl who he gets a date with, and that's Heather Graham's character. And so he doesn't have a license, but he takes his, I think it's his grandfather's car. It's an old Cadillac, I believe. Really cool looking car. But they go out on a date, and she gets drunk, and then a lot of humorous stuff, ensues. And Corey Feldman's really just like a comic relief character in this movie. He doesn't really have, he has a big role in the movie, but not really a whole lot of shit goes on with him. Oh, and also, I forget the guy's name, but one of the guys from Weird Science is in the movie. One of the main guys in Weird Science. So it's kind of cool, another big 80s stars in the movie. But yeah, this is a decent film. Really well made, very, very 80s. You instantly feel like you're in the 80s. It got lots of 80s music in it. Soundtrack sounds pretty cool. Lots of mullets, lots of feathered hairdos, and You know, lots of cool 80s goodness. And I could just imagine the piles of cocaine that were consumed by the two Coreys in this movie while they were filming. I can just imagine just, you know, a huge pile over here, a huge pile over here, and probably a huge pile for the director as well. So they were probably all tooting it up during the whole production. But cocaine made a lot of really fucking awesome movies, I gotta say that. But cocaine's a hell of a drug. Anyway, guys, check it out if you haven't seen the movie. It's, you know, cool one, you know. You'll probably enjoy it. Anyway, thanks for watching.